Virgo, hello family. Welcome to your end of the year reading. Energy update. It is a pleasure to be with you guys. Listen, Virgo, I'm just gonna say this. Stay true to what works, make your shifts, and work through the frustration. This ain't nothing that you don't know. This ain't nothing that you ain't never felt before. This ain't nothing that you ain't never, and trust me, I understand Virgo energy very much. I am a Virgo moon, so it is in me. It runs through me, okay? I completely, that's why I like to work with other Virgos, because I can understand the operation as it is being spitted out. Like, I'm not a person that will have to listen to you twice, because I get what you're trying to do the first time, right? So anyways, like, y'all see the shift. You know it's a shift. You're making the adjustments. You've been planning, you've been creating, you've been working. Some things aren't being received well, some things are being received well, right? And you're worried, you're a little worried about the new. It's like, you know, but you know, doing something new, rechanging something, reorganizing it doesn't discredit who you are and what it is that you are capable of. And there's something that's giving me the feeling like it does, though. You know, whether you're moving from one industry to another industry, or you're just changing your vibe, whether it's your aesthetic, you know, how you used to dress, you don't dress anymore, how you used to, you know, believe in like politics and the way things run. You're questioning and switching up according to what fits you. And people around you are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because they're used to you being mechanical. They're used to you operating the same way. So some of the changes and the shifts, though you may keep some things the same, they're not liking it very much that you're changing it. And I had to swap out my affirmation cards too. It's like, I want to really talk like you're really going to a therapist to get it out so that you can sort it out. I want to know for a fact I'm not crazy. I want to know that this, even though it's showing me somewhat that it's working, that it is going to work. Or I need to talk to someone to recalibrate my thinking so that I can get my confidence back, or my security, or certainty, or reassurance, or something. There's something off, and you is going down a checklist box to make sure that you are double and triple checking what it is that you're starting to instill, so that you will continue to move forward. And you know, the whole world is in an uncertainty right now, Virgo. So I'm going to need y'all to relax. But it's intense. Your energy is intense. We're going to start off with July. You guys are understanding that reorganization is needed. And of course, you're going to do it your way. Implementing some things that okay. There was a card flipped over while I was meditating. So these cards have been shuffled and talked to. Okay. Virgo, July. So just stay focused, Virgo. Have a glass of wine, you know. Lay out in the sun, lay out underneath the moon, whatever is like your relaxing tune-up point. Do more of that. Do more of that. Do more of that to keep yourself in order, to keep yourself watchful, mindful of what it is that you're trying to do, build, have, create, and keep, sustain, sustainability. I keep hearing Page of Wands, okay? The start of something, the beginning. The page is new energy, okay? Page is the beginning, right? It goes page all the way up to the Empress and Emperor, right? King, Queen, Knight, all of that. So, page is the beginning. Learning what you need to learn for what it is that you're passionate about. What you have passionately implemented yourself in. Stopping a thing in your so that you can go into your new beginnings. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. See what I'm saying, Virgo? It's going to flow. Okay, it's going to flow. Let's get your mindful message for July. But it's very important that you think, rest on these things. You know, your pros and cons list, whatever it is that you do that keeps you organized, and, you know, think about, you know, the pros and cons and ups and downs and all of that stuff. Actually implement 3 or 4 good solid plans if you can. You know, this is the, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to have time to clean, so we're going to have to invest in a house cleaner. Or a house cleaning service, or, you know, or office cleaning service. We can't clean the house and the office. So, you know what I mean? Things like that. Maybe something that you've never done before. You know, you might be expanding your budget. And you're a little concerned about that because the income hasn't switched. Hasn't aligned with what the expenses are. Right? Or, you know, a multitude of things, Virgo. You know your life. Right? Please make sure you check your natal chart to make sure you see where this Mars and Taurus is transiting in your chart, and how you can use this energy, because that's a family sign for you. Earth is in Mars right now. Mars is about action, strategy. So take advantage of it. See where your placements are, see where you're, you know, and if you have Mars and Taurus, do it, baby. This is your energy to grab and hold on to and push through. If Mars is transiting a specific house, work in that area of life. Okay? Okay? Take action. Get your routines and whatever together. 6th house. Get your 5th house. Get your enjoyment together. Your pleasures. Find out how you're going to work those in. Maybe you're working more and don't have time for pleasure. So you're working out. You know what I'm saying? How can we get a babysitter? How can we get a nanny? How can we get a quick vacation in? Maybe we're going to have to narrow it down to 3 days instead of the normal 7 we take. Or maybe we can just take 2 and break it up. Or, you know, things of that nature. Up and out. To heal parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. It has to come up and out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and feel them as they release. Maybe something tragic has happened, transpired, you lost a loved one, and you're trying to recalibrate. Maybe they took care of a lot of things, and now it is your job, okay? Maybe you have an inheritance now, and now you have to distribute it out amongst people. Any of those types of things, okay? Anything that Virgo is in charge of, responsible for, or has to answer to, now is your time to realign, recalibrate, and strategize, and put it together. Put the action plan into play. Okay, so if it's time to replace a player, replace a player. If it's time to call a timeout, call a timeout. If it's time, you know, to break away and talk to the other coaches, whatever you got to do. Okay, whatever you got to do. If it's time to scrap the whole idea and start over, Virgo will do that. Okay. And I'm not saying you're not gonna do that, but there's something about you worried about it. Fear, you know, it's kind of like this. I've always done well, and it feels like I'm not gonna. What? If you don't stop that doubt, that's what you're feeling, Natasha. Damn it, y'all. I've been trying to look for a word to describe this the whole time while I was meditating. I'm like, what is this? Because y'all don't normally, you know, we don't normally doubt a plan of execution. What, Virgo? We make the perfect plans. What are you talking about? But you do though. Like I was not being sarcastic. I promise I was not. That was not sarcasm. That was actual and factual, right? You're the one I seem to run back to. Courage. And how do you kill doubt? You kill doubt with courage. Virgo. Booyah. Love it. Thank you, Divine. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it. Don't worry. All will be well. You are to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. I gotta leave that word up there. That's for July. Courage is your word for July. Courage is your word for July. Chicka. Courage is your word for July. Courage is your word for... I'm going to inch down. I'm doing the Virgo thing. Y'all know what the Virgo thing is. I'm doing the Virgo thing. Give me a second. That is July, Virgo. Nice and neat and organized for you, okay? You can see all the cards. You just can't see the sand on the courage. But I did hold it up to the camera. So screenshot it and cut. You got to do that. You got to work with me, Virgo. Y'all know this is a non-edited channel. Help me out. Okay, here we go. August. Okay, we're moving into August. But courage kills doubt. Okay, you go ahead and push through. Do the thing that it is that do the Virgo thing it is you do. Show up like a boss, like you don't you know what you're talking about even when you don't. Okay, and then you go do some research and recalibrate and verify and correct, and then you come back and my apologies. I was wrong on that. Let's start here. And I know. I'm not saying you're going to need to apologize, Virgo. I'm just saying. Do what you got to do to make it right. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to make it right, Virgo. Because only you can. This is something only you can do. This is only something that you have. This is only something new. 5 of Cups. Okay? 5 of Cups. Overcoming the emotions. Overcoming the fearness of a thing. Keeping your passion lit. Because that's on fire in the water. Okay? Okay? Keeping your passion lit even though it may get wet. We don't know what that's going to do. But it's on fire right now. It's on fire right now. Stay focused. Focused courage. Right? Understanding that you have had enough experience, or you are gaining the experience to know that even when something doesn't work, it can still be accomplished. It just needs fine-tuning, right? Something needs to be done over and over and over and over. Again, Virgo, like you guys are mechanical. Earth, you guys, you don't mind the mundaneness of doing. I'm not going to say you don't mind it. You might not like it. You might not like it. But you will do it, though. You will do the mechanics. You have no issues with the repetitiveness of a thing so that you can perfect it. Adversity, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Challenges are the best way to learn, Virgo. You're absolutely right on that. I'm not denying that. I didn't say that was wrong. Did I say that was wrong? No, I did not say that was wrong. Okay? Ain't nobody arguing with you in this energy reading, Virgo. Okay? I'm not going back and forth with y'all. I'm just telling you what I see. And I see you doing you and me doing me. But I see you. It's like challenge, accepted, katana wins. You know what I'm saying? It's like choose your player. And you've already chosen your player. Now you're just learning how all the things work, What's going to be better, the sword or the machine gun? What's going to be better, the shield or the knee pads? Like, you already know. You're just getting to the work. You're gearing up for the, for what needs to be done. Nervous about it, though. When a Virgo is nervous, watch out. Because when they know they're enough, know that you are enough in your adversity, overclimbing the doubt through your courage. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. You better believe it, Virgo, okay? You please believe it. That is gonna happen. Okay? Real trill spill. Yes, sir. Yes, yeah. It will. Because you have the tools in your toolbox to make sure that it will. You have the information that is needed. You're just putting the mechanics to work, right? You're just now putting the system in play. It's like, you ever know anything about factory work, right? When one of the machines go down, and then it's an old machine from 19 whenever, and they don't sell the parts for it no more. They don't do this anymore. So now the company got to replace the whole machine, and they bring in some new fancy that the old machine might need 10 people. Now it only needs 6 to operate. If you know anything about factory work, things like that happen, right? This was built in blah, 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 blah. But now they don't make those anymore. They're not doing that anymore. And now you are recalibrating. Confidence. I'm loving this spread. August is all about your confidence. Exude it. Knowing a thing, even if you don't know a thing. Okay? Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, oh love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. You are going to shock yourself. You're going to shock yourself, Virgo. Like, I just got a vision of somebody saying, oh, shit, we did it. Oh, shit, I did it. Oh, snap, it's happening. Like, that's why I laugh, because I got a vision of somebody like, oh, shit, it worked. Like, you're gonna shock yourself. Because, Virgo has a push-through energy, and with Mars in Taurus, and that's going to be right into your sign. It's going to be in Taurus till like the middle towards the end of August. Please check your birth chart. Please. This push is going to help you in a way that you've never noticed it to help you before, that you ain't never even noted to even know a thing. Okay? It's going to help you to get to where you got to know to all of that. Yep, all of that. The stutters and all. You're going to be like, yeah, well, I don't, okay, well, since it's working, can I get 3 more of these, please? Can I add 10 more cities to this tour for my TED Talk, please? Okay? Can I please, can I get it on Alibaba for more so that I can produce more? Can I get the I hear it takes off, and you're like, this is working? Yeah, this ain't working. Well, excuse me. I knew it would work, because that's really what you'll end up saying is, I know it will work, but I didn't really know it would work. I was just going to grind it out and find out. 3 of Swords. Reminiscent of the pain. Or maybe all of the good things coming in. You're going to start seeing people bad side. You're going to start seeing people's, you see what happened to the lottery winners, or anybody that gets big, or anybody that does a thing. It's going to cause some conflict. Conflict amongst you, conflict amongst coworkers, conflict amongst lovers, lovers' quarrels, lovers' upsetness, things of that nature, friendships. Yeah. You can't create greatness and do good things and all of that and not expect an uproar or of some sort. You're gonna some people aren't gonna like it very much. And I believe that's where the confidence and courage is, because you know that already. You know that already, but you're gonna do the thing you do, Virgo. Yes, you are. You're going to do the thing you do. I feel good when I can help others, period. I feel good when I can help others, and I'm going to help others, and it's going to be great. And that may be a way that you continue to cope with that type of energy of the discourse, is continuing to help others in whatever this is you're doing, building, creating, having, keeping, moving along, you know. In whatever situation of life you're in, you will use what is growing to get over what was hurting. And ain't everybody, listen, you have to, when a space becomes available, you have to fill a space, right? When your cup is empty, you fill it. When one person leaves a parking space, somebody else comes in. It is the cycle of life, okay? So, let's get your mindful message for September. And remember, service is what you do. And you know, in servicing people, let me tell you something. I follow this young lady who has a nonprofit in Los Angeles, somewhere in California, I want to say. I don't know exactly what part of California, but I know it's in California. And, or it might not even be in California. Actually, let me just... it might not be in California. I don't really know what part of the world it's in, but it's always nice, so I'm just assuming California. It could be Florida. Either way. Gosh, I wish I could recall her name. I follow her on TikTok. But she goes live with her crew, with her nonprofit, and feeds homeless people. And, not only are people saying these ridiculous things, or why are you filming it, or why are you, whatever people say, the internet be interneting, honey, okay? But she is helping literally thousands of people. And then one day she goes live and she says, oh my God, I had a Chick-fil-A franchise bless me with all these salads. She's like, I'm going to the street tonight, da-da-da-da. She picked up a van, she dished out. People are like, why are you giving them fast food? First of all, hungry people want food. Okay? I shouldn't go into my own rant, but anyways, she went on to say that she began to get contracts from other, or at least calls from other Chick-fil-A's who wanted help. Now, of course, Chick-fil-A is going to help. It's a Christian-based company. Okay, this is right in their lane. So that opportunity is perfect for her business. And that may be what's transpiring in July, September, and October. Something is perfect for you. Something fits your aesthetic. Something fits your drive. Something fits your passion. Something fits your goals. Something fits also your needs through your acts of service. So whatever it is you're building, creating, or doing, and trying to smooth out some things, there will be people along the way who will say, what you doing that for? You wasn't like this last time. You acting funny now. All of that. And whether you're used to it or not, I don't care what level, status, class, or wherever you are, whether you're used to it now, it still gets to you though, Virgo. It does. It's like, oh, no matter what I do. And that's really that Three of Swords energy. Okay? No matter what I do. No matter what I do. And no matter what you do. But it's okay, because what you do makes you feel good. Oh, so breathe, Virgo, breathe. I love the divine. Thank you. Oh, the messages are just flowing. This is awesome. I love what I do. Okay, here we go. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I am feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. Refreshed, renewed, replenished to move through the day, to move through this hour, to move through this week, to move through this month, to move through the rest of the year as I age and get older. Come on, spirit. Come on, spirit. Ow. Aging. I am one, with unlimited love beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. These are Hindu cards. So just for the divine Shakti, the divine Allah, divine Yeshua. Flow the way you flow, Virgo. But just know, and that may also be a part of the pain in October. It's just like no matter what I do, how older I get, the more vibrant I get, and the more ideas that come, and the more things I implement, and the more I help people, there is always going to be shade. So let me find a way to adjust to this pain through the service and just staying in my practices and understanding and continuing my knowledge and gaining more wisdom in the areas of life that it is that I want to gain the knowledge and wisdom in, because ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Okay, spirit. Grooving. Da-na-na-na, na-na-na, 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 ha! Da-na-na-na. Facts though, Virgo. Third quarter of the year. You know what it means. The third quarter and the last quarter of the year always tell you what the next year is going to look like. So if you're in money management, you're financial, you're a Forex person, you're because all people watch tarot. Your government watches tarot, your legislator watches tarot, your doctor watches tarot, everybody watches tarot, okay? Especially now. They're all running to the divine. They're all running to the divine for answers. People are just running for answers, okay? Let me get out my spill and get back into the energy. But just know that that is going to be part of your aging process, okay? You will continue to go against the grain and do great things, and people will continue to dislike you for it, But it's all right as long as they're buying tickets, they come to the webinar, they feed the people, they donate to the nonprofit, whatever, because haters do those things too. Haters buy tickets to your concerts. They buy your albums. Haters, they do things so that they can critique you and say what it is that they need to say about you. Say what they want to say about you as long as they pay. That's what I say. Two of Cups coming together, grabbing the balance, the duality, joining in, okay? All right, now, Virgo, I'm making room. Don't get nervous. I'm just making room. Okay, that is your first quarter of the year. I mean, the second to last quarter of the year. Now we're going to go into... I got to do a thing. I'm going to have to do a thing. I was trying to keep it cutesy for you here. I'm gonna have to work this out because I need to be able to, that's because the words are different. Here, let me do this. I'm gonna need to be able to and I'm only doing this because I hear Spirit saying someone's going to need to be able to see. Plus, I do it for thumbnails, too. So someone's going to need to be able to see the setup, darling. I know Virgos are aesthetically driven. If it's not in a certain, or, if the Cheerios are a little too far to the left. It's a no-go for a Virgo. I'm on a roll today. Okay, Two of Cups coming together. That is October's energy. Understanding the duality, the balance, gaining your balance. Okay, this could easily be you working out the more courage, confidence, more courage. Now, let me just point out, courage is in the third quarter of the month and the beginning of the last quarter of the month. So you're still taking the breaths and moving forward and diving into the energy, but you're also understanding that you're going to need to continue to have courage. And maybe this may be bigger than you've ever experienced before, you know, moving you into another level, as in like maybe you're jumping tax brackets, or maybe you're going from like a regular on social media to a huge influencer, or maybe you're going from you know, a CNA to an RN, or, you know, a lower level executive to CFO. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you may be jumping timelines. Just saying. You may be jumping into something that requires the double courage. I mean, 2 courage cards, the Two of Cups. You understand what I'm saying? You may need to adjust in a way you've never had to before. Like it's like it shook you. So, of course, you have to, you know, realign yourself probably consistently from now to the end of the year. You know, because July is gonna set the tone, right? And courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I mean, yeah, you're facing fear with confidence. You're facing fear with confidence. Adversity, overcoming, new start. Like, it's all over here. It's screaming at you. Be confident in your movement. Be confident in your passions. Be confident in what it is that you want. Like, Mars is in Taurus. Okay, and I continuously in saying that in your reading, no one else's, since I've been dropping these, because, and I think I've done an earth sign already. Have I not? Have I not done an earth sign already? Give me a second. Let me. Leo, Gemini. No, I have. Oh, yeah, I did. I did Taurus already. So, and I didn't mention Mars in Taurus. I mean, I probably mentioned it once at least. I had to. But not as much as I'm mentioning it in yours. Because there's something about the organization and the confidence. And, you know, Taurus is more relaxed. So it may be a conflict for you to relax with what you would normally implement, because you're implementing it in a space that you've never operated before. Okay? You may be trying to take some old rules with you to a new place, and you can't do that. You gotta, you know, it's like not being a Christian anymore and learning an African traditional religion. Woo! Yeah, that's a big jump. That's a big jump. Okay, Virgo, I get it. That's a big jump. Because it is, I mean, it is. And if anyone has ever went against the grain of something, you could be going against your complete family values, because your family values may be based in that. Strength, courage, and protection for any and all Virgos watching this. Guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or far away I am from what I want. When I am feeling joy and doing the thing I love, I am in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I am feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. Please and thank you. Shift them to release resistance. You're gonna have you're going to have to shift your belief system about something, shift the core of something, and it probably was a very hardcore belief, you know. Maybe, okay, here we go. Because of all of this double courage, I'm gonna get into some deep things, right? But I'm gonna try to make it feel light. So you may have never believed in LGBTQIA, right? You may have never desired to know anything about that community, wanting to be a part of that community. In all actuality, maybe parts of you are disgusted with that community because of the sexual connotation attached to that community. But maybe now the nonprofit you work for is for them. Or you are asked to run a department for a company that is operated by them. Or you've joined into a friend circle that's fully engulfed with LGBTQIA. Okay? Let me let you know something. These will be some of the best people you will ever be around. They will be the funnest. They will be the most loving. Like, even though your traditional beliefs may have you uneasy, please take the time to get to know your local guy. That's all I'm going to say. And I did not mean to make that rhyme, but I promise you, it will bless your soul. It will bless your soul. It will bless your life. It will change all types of perspective, especially one that's completely in tune to who they fully are, walking it fully, knowing it fully, not wavering, not like, they know for a fact, they can tell you exactly what letter they are, and they wear it, and they do it, and they're all the things. All the things. I'm not saying everybody is mentally stable, okay? Because every community has its instability. But what I'm saying is once you make the right connection and are with the right people, and you're going to know when your people is your people, because they're going to be patient with you. They're going to understand that you're just now coming into an arena, especially if you enter in with your peace flag flying. Okay? Don't come in like If you come in with, I'm trying to understand, I really want to know, I want to be compassionate, I want to give grace, I want to do this. Man, listen. Change. That will change everything. That will shift everything. And it will be glorious, honey. Just like this call with the butterfly. I love this for you, Virgo. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. Virgo. I'm going to start that over. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into who can take it. Just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it, who can make it, who can take the change, who can do the change. Right? Because like I said, and I don't care where your human design is or any of that, once a Virgo knows what to do, once you have the method, once you have the steps, once you have the direction and start working it, and you do it over and over, then it becomes perfection. Like, you know this rhythm. You know it all too often. I believe it's the circumstances that are shaking you. But let me tell you something, Virgo. You got this, baby. The cards say you got this. The timing says you have this. Check your birth chart right now. You need to be checking your birth chart once a month with the way these planets are moving and grooving. Okay? It takes an empire about 256 or 250 years to dissolve. And the United States is in its like 248th year or something like that. I know it's close. And you can feel it in the energy that it's close, right? Things of this nature. Not saying you're taking part of this, but if you're political and watching my channel, hello, how are you? And you know, my channel is little. I ain't even got 1,000 followers on here, so you know, I don't know why you minding my business. Anyway, Virgo, or maybe you're a Virgo. Hello. Tips and tricks. Oh Lord, yeah, I keep forgetting everybody watching, even the enemy. King of Wands. Page. You know what I'm about to say? King. Page. And this is the second month in the last quarter. In order. Assertive. Certain. Secure. Boss. Provider. Protector. I mean, she's there with ease, booty covered or not. It's at ease being around you. I know my job is secure. Virgo is in charge. I know my love life is secure. Virgo is in charge. Right? Virgo got me if ain't nobody else got me. Look at how her hand is resting. She's safe. She feels safe. If she didn't, her hand would be on her hip or to herself, or, you know, she'd be trying to pull away. She ain't pulling away. And he's pulled his cape halfway around, either that's her cape folded back, or that is his cape partially pulled up over her. That might be her cape pulled back. Okay, yeah, his hand is there. Some of these illustrations are hard to sight. But I don't need the picture because we know what the King of Wands is. Rushing in energy. Now be careful of the quickie. Quickie, sticky, licky, icky. Unless that's what you want. Then I'm going to leave you alone. But be careful. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And it's not in question. This is the fullness of your self-esteem. Like, you can't be a King of Wands and not have self-esteem. I got it. I got the stick. It's good. I got it. You know what I'm saying? That's King of Wands energy. I got it. I'm in control of it, and I'm gonna give you the best. Nothing less. You know what I'm saying? So in November, by November's time, you're gonna be more like, okay, I have a hold of this. I can ride with this. This is gonna bring me what it is I need and others around me, what they need. What they need as well. The select few people that are the they, Virgo, because I know it's a select few people. You ain't talking about every single family member in the world. You're just talking about your personal cluster or your inner circle. My own energy. That may be a self-care month for you. Okay. You may be doing some self-care type things. Going into self-care. I mean, you will be going into your... This is your energy, right? No. This is November. Yeah. September, October, November. You share that with Scorp. So yeah, you will be, you know, I just gotta make sure you'll still be feeling yourself, whichever end of the spectrum you're on, because the energy is the energy, right? My own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It is up to them to do the rest. Period. You don't have $20, Virgo, okay? Let me borrow $20, no. Let me borrow $100, no. Can you sign off on this for me? No. No. Okay. Can you sign off on this for me? No. That's why I got you. I got you. Because you know it's moving, divine timing. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Okay, understand this. You're coming into the month of, okay, I understand. All of this needed to happen when it was supposed to happen, how it was supposed to happen. I've put in the methods. I've put in the daily routines. I've readjusted. I've recalibrated. We're starting to implement. It feels good. It's going to be good. There's going to be ups and downs, right? The regular song and dance is just different. It's different for you somehow. This situation, circumstance, relationship, connection is different for you somehow. It's been elevated in some way. More responsibility, more money, more members, more followers, right? More commenters, more of something, more sharers, more givers, right? Maybe you're getting a lot more people to give to your nonprofit that never gave before. Maybe there has been a shift to the program that you're used to, Virgo, and you're adjusting in the way that you know how to adjust, but realizing that you have to throw out some rules and create new ones. You have to throw out some policies and procedures and create new ones. You know what I thought of? Like how it's now post C word, right? So a lot of companies are changing their hiring process, their firing process, their policies and procedures about their guidelines to be able to work for them, right? All of these type things. That's like what you do, what you know, because that's what bosses do. When you are responsible for things, when you are in charge of things, you change the order of things. You change the policies, procedures. You change the situation and circumstances. Which means you're also going to have to change the rules to how things operate. I know it was like this in 1990 or 2000, blah, and blah, 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 but listen, the government changed the law, so now we have to change the rules. The medical system changed. The laws have changed for the medical system, so now the medical system has to change the rules. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like how I have a client leaving the country, but they realize that they can't completely move because of how their 401k plan works, because they won't be able to withdraw it without being hit with all of this taxation and all of that stuff, because they were actually trying to they wanted to get rid of the citizenship altogether, but instead they decided they have to make this. Okay, that's something else. That's something else. That's a different epiphany that I had. But they have a major Virgo placement. Anyways, and I'm just not realizing that. Anyways, so now they have to instead change the plans and operate off visas. Right? They're just going to get a bunch of visas and float around, which they can do. Which means they keep their United States citizenship. They keep their United States address. Right? And they just can live off U.S. soil for as long as they want to. As long as they properly plan accordingly, 8-month visa here, 6-month visa there. As long as they don't mind nomading it, which they didn't. That was their plan in the first place, but they were just going to plot somewhere outside of the U.S. and move around. But because of what's happening to the finances, what's going to fund all of what they're doing, they had to change the rules. They had to change the policies. They had to change the operating system of how they're going to move. They can still move, right? You can still do what you do, Virgo, but you're going to have, you're adjusting. And then in November, it's just going to all mesh together and start working. And you're going to be in your own energy anyway and ready to rock and roll. But you'll be getting used to the system, and everyone else will be getting used to the system as well. Fully used to the system. Fully used to how the system works. Fully used to the changes that have been made. Because they will have been implemented. Pentacles. I love when pentacles fall. They will have been implemented. And in December, you're going to start seeing the fruits. Results. I ain't saying it's going to be no windfall and all this, I don't want to get too woo-woo on you. I mean, because it could easily. Depends on who you are, where you are, Virgo. This is your reading. You're watching this. Your life. But I'm just saying. Looking, deciding. Because the last month of the year, right, you're going to start implementing the things that you have been putting together, and it's going to go full throttle January 1st, or the beginning of the year. Because everything that you've been working on, putting testings out, all of that kind of stuff, giving out testers, maybe sending samples to customers, blah, 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 blah. Because this could be at any level, anywhere, for any person, anytime. Y'all know how I give it up. I like to reach as many people as possible. And because you are, anytime, all of that good stuff, you've already seen what works and what doesn't. So in December, final, right? The list is final. The policies, procedures is final. The things that you have implemented on a daily basis. Because remember, Virgo covers the 6th house, your operations, the way you move, what you do. This is why you're good at what you do. You run the house and do what you do. You understand what I'm saying? The lists, the policies, the procedures, everything. You would have read the words. You would know what the contract looked like. So now it's just time to print the packages, print this, get the labels, and just put it into the machine and start feeding it and letting it roll, right? Doing what the passion says do. Now you're doing it every day. You're just working the system now at this point in December. Remember, Pentacles is tangible, things you can see. All 5 senses the Pentacles cover, right? Pentacles is tangible energy. A lot of tarot readers like to read it as just money. Pentacle is full circumference. Patience. Let it work. Let the system work itself. Let the system work. See how look. They're like resting. They've been working. Okay? You know what? You get my drift, Virgo? They've been working. They're just taking a break right now. But they're going to get back to it. Okay? I accept that everything happens in divine order. Divine timing. Divine order. Courage. 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 Change. Confidence. Divine timing. Aging and patience. That could be dual. You know what I'm saying? You got to be patient with yourself in the process, Virgo. Patient with yourself, patient with the people around you. Give them grace, even though they're being a-holes. Okay, they're being a-holes. They don't want to follow. They don't know that it works, Virgo, okay? They don't know that it works. They don't know that it works. You don't really know that it works, but you just want to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Conscious focus. That is you. You is it. In December, focused on the things that you've implemented already. Focused on the things that you have been rehearsing, re-implementing, rewriting, adjusting. Conscious focus. Intentful focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of things, I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Effortlessly flow into my life. It was delicious. We're just taking a break right now. It effortlessly flowed to me. And it's covering all of the things that I wanted to cover. It gives me the goosebumps, and I feel good about it. I feel good with the way this is working out, even with the haters on my left shoulder, right shoulder, whatever shoulder they on your heel, on your toe, wherever you place your hater in your own system, in your own life, in the back drawer, in the section of the DMs that nobody reads on Instagram. Okay? Nobody goes to that section. It's hidden. Let it stay hidden. Okay? Giving yourself grace and compassion along the way. Be easy on yourself, Virgo. Be easy on yourself. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as I see me. Compassion. Compassion for yourself as you go into this new Virgo. Compassion for yourself as you rebuild a thing that needed to be rebuilt. Okay? But you're going to rebuild it in such a way that it's going to be of service to not just you, but of others. Virgos always tend to build things, do things, be in charge of things, and responsible for things. That always helps others in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They always do. They're always connected. And I don't care where Virgo is in your chart, okay? You have a part of you, in you, all of you, most of you, and not most of you as in most of the people viewing this, I mean most of your makeup, has a section of you that creates things, does things, push things forward, sustain things, not only for yourself, but for others around you. Whether you have children or not, or whatever. Anything you are in boss of, where you improve things for yourself, it improves things for other people. Like you might be one of those people on TikTok that does all the hacks. Hacks for the toothpaste, hacks for the house cleaner, hacks for drawers and cupboards and all of that stuff. Yeah, you like organizing and doing that because those are the best hackers, by the way. Their Virgo placements are serious. It's probably in their Mercury or whatever. But anyway, because they can teach it is why I said Mercury. Anyways, it always services you first, but catches the eyes of others and ends up servicing them. Right? I'm just going to say this. Whatever new leaf is turning over, whatever newness is being instilled, Virgo, charge your worth. Just humans, period, have an issue with this whole thing, with all of the businesses taking off and all of that. Charge your worth. There is a market for you at whatever level you want to. I was talking to a friend today and they were talking about the cannabis industry and things of that nature. And in New York State, it's new. So, a lot of people don't understand the licensing process and da-da-da. So there are people out there who have learned the licensing process and they're willing to teach people how to get the licensing process. Now, some people are charging $100,000 for it. And then other people are charging $5,000 and $10,000 for it, right? But in the process, obviously, in this process of you learning how the licensing work, like they do it with you. So technically, you're going to be paying for the, I don't know how to I don't know. But I would like to think that at whatever price point, whatever information you give me, it includes the fees of actual processing the paperwork for the licensing. I would like to think that. I know every business don't run like that, but I would like to think a portion of that includes the actual assistance, not just assistance in showing me, but because there's fees for these things to build a dispensary and da 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 da, right? So I would like to think at least a portion of it, even if it is just like, I hope you with your first light, whatever. Anyways, I'm saying that to say there's a market for it, okay? Somebody is making $100,000 to show people how to get these licenses, and somebody is making the $5,000 and $10,000 level. People are paying both. So I'm saying that to say, wherever your market is, do what you do, Virgo, and stick to it and stay with it. Because it works. You know it works. And that's what matters first, is that you know that it works. Because now that you know that it works, other people will too. Peace, blessings, and prosperity, you Virgo. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, maybe I'll be a customer or client or something. Because at least I know it's going to be done right. Blessings, man.